The eighth and final season, we've done 101 episodes. How do you end such an incredible journey? One that's been my life. But I'm very happy. We really wanted to make it feel satisfactory for the audience. I know my favorite part of the relationship is that it's grown, it's developed. It's a grown up um, relationship. We've seen them go from being, very impulsive, very hot-headed, clashing a lot, but also they've always been there for each other.
Hi Sam, how you doing?
Hi, Emily. So good to see you. How's it going?
It's so good to see you too. I got a virtual copy of your cocktail book, the Cocktail Diaries, and
You
I
need a hard copy. That's what
I
you
do
need.
need a hard I do. I loved it. I'm a big
Ah, thank you.
cookbook, cocktail book girly. I have a whole bunch of them in my house, and I really liked how in depth it was, all the anecdotes. It wasn't just here's the recipe. There was way more to it. A lot of thought and care, I think, went into it. So talk to me about the process of writing this book. When did you know I wanted to make this cocktail book?
Oh, thanks, Emily. Yeah, it's definitely well, it's a passion project. I'm an enthusiast. I love cocktail books myself. I like to just go through them, and I'm quite happy to sit in a bookshop and just pour over cocktails or recipes from cookbooks that I'll probably never make. Hopefully, people will make some of these cocktails. Yeah, I just wanted to create a group of cocktails that I really enjoy personally. I didn't want to just make a list of them. So we have my top 10 favorites. We've got ones that are simple and timeless, very easy to make if you're new to cocktail making, or let's be fair, some of the best cocktails are actually classics, which are three ingredient cocktails. And then some that are more in depth. So yeah, it really is a combination of everything that I love about cocktails, but also a lot of my stories from being a spirits producer and spirits maker. The other cool people I've met, some great stories there, and also some amazing bartenders. We've got some of the best bartenders around the world from some of the top 50 bars in the world, and we challenge them to make some cocktails with my spirit, and we've got some really cool ones. So yeah, give it a go, give it a whirl.
I really enjoyed specifically like the anecdotes and how you went to different places and you kind of shared the history behind some of the cocktails. Like I didn't
Right.
know Spagliato meant mistake, and that was the whole reason of a Negroni Spagliato. So I was like reading the book, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I love that. Or just of your travels and meeting all these people who inspired these drinks. So I'm curious, do you have a favorite memory from writing this book?
Oh, that's good. Yeah, because I did want to share my stories, and I've just been so lucky because I think spirits or cocktails, it's such a social thing. There's a great community around bartenders, a real sharing of ideas and great cocktails that people then play with and do riffs on, and it's this never-ending cycle of kind of creating and refining and making things even better. But not only that, in my journey on creating spirits, obviously it started with whiskey, but on that journey, I went to Mexico numerous times and met some incredible producers there. And to see how similar our cultures are in terms of like the storytelling or the craft or how they produce it, and the detail they go into. So for me, yeah, to answer your question, is the most memorable cocktail from the book. I mean, they're all ones that I've experienced, and it's interesting about drinking a cocktail in a specific place. I think it creates some sort of memory, some core key memory. So whether it's the Bloody Maria, in a baking hot day in the agave fields in the mountains of Jalisco, drinking this basically a Bloody Mary alternative, but with a tequila and some clamato juice, which is so delicious, to I don't know, making papaya margaritas in a van in the mountains of Oaxaca, or drinking a breakfast scotch stirred down cocktail in New York bar with one of my best friends. Yeah, just so many great memories, and I hope people really enjoy those experiences with me.
Do you have certain go-to cocktails for certain drinks? Like if you're having family over, this is your go-to, or if you're trying to impress someone, a coworker, whoever, like this is where you're going to whip them up?
That's a good question. Yeah, I do. In the book I talk about a couple of cocktails that I batch made. I made amazing appletini, which I would suggest anyone makes. I took the apples off my tree in my garden. I'm very lucky. They're completely inedible. They're way too sour. Scottish apples. However, get some green apples, slice them up, equal parts vodka and gin. Just steep them over or maybe 2 nights in the freezer. Strain it out. You get this beautiful golden green color that comes from the skins. Really imparts a lot of the malic acid, a lot of that green freshness. Stir it down with vermouth, and you make this amazingly balanced, very Moorish appletini. But Christmas, I made a batch chocolate Negroni, which went down very well. I love to sort of create interesting things. It's so fun, and some work, some don't. But I think that's the joy of cocktail making.
You have your own spirits, you have your own cocktail bar or cocktail book. Do you ever think you're gonna come out with a bar or create a bar?
I would love to. I'd probably spend far too much time in there. We've been talking about it for quite a while, and I do have some kind of cool news that we'll be talking about later in the year. So watch this space. But yeah, there's a lot of research going on.
Okay. Is it safe to say it'll be in Scotland?
I couldn't possibly say. Maybe after a couple of whiskeys, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's switch gears a little bit. Speaking of Scotland, let's talk a little bit about Outlander. The eighth and final season is coming out next year. What can you tease about the final season? I know you can't say much, but what can fans expect?
The eighth and final season, we've done 101 episodes. How do you end such an incredible journey, one that's been my life? But I'm very happy. We really wanted to make it feel satisfactory for the audience. Obviously, we didn't get to the end of all the books. Diana's still writing, but what we've done is had to create an ending, and I think it will serve. It's hard. It's really hard to say goodbye to the characters and to that universe. But I'm a fan as well, and we're very lucky. We've got blood in my blood. There's so much to look forward to, and of course, the final season next year. So there's plenty to look forward to.
Yeah. Do you think fans will be satisfied?
I mean, are they ever satisfied? Would I be
Right.
satisfied? I wanted to do the final season because I wanted to create something that felt, um, yeah, that we put an ending to it. I haven't seen the ending. That's why I'm maybe being a bit cagey. I know what we shot, but so we'll see what happens in the final edit. But it's very Outlander, and brought a lot of tears to my eyes and to my co-stars. So yeah, I think it'll serve.
Okay. I'm liking what you're putting down so far. Um, Jamie and Claire have such an epic love story that fans have been obsessed with for years. But I'm curious, what is your favorite part about their relationship?
They both love a drink. That's
That's true.
that's not the truth, but they do. We always had a joke that Claire, she's a, she's a bit of a messy drunk. She does love a tipple, and Jamie obviously makes his own whiskey. So I think I'd get on with him quite well. But I don't know. My favorite part of the relationship is that it's grown, it's developed. It's a grown up um, relationship. We've seen them go from being very impulsive, very hot headed, clashing a lot, but also they've always been there for each other. And I think by the end or this final season, you see two people that know what they've got to lose, that they've been through so much together, pretty codependent by now, because they know that it's not worth living without the other partner. So yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful relationship, and one I guess that we should all aspire to, or would like to aspire to.
Yeah, and it's always been beautiful to see. Jamie's always been or has continued to be kind of woke for a man of his time and
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
emotionally intelligent and aware of his feelings and knows how to express those to Claire, which has always been very refreshing as a woman to watch.
Yeah, he has. I mean, he's had his moments where he's
Mhm.
not, but that's what's great about him. He perhaps when he was younger would not think before he acted, or would act in a way that was, of the time. But over the years, yeah, he's grown, and those very much Outlander moments where Jamie and Claire talk through, discuss, or hash it out go over a problem and they really work through it. And it can be very heightened, very emotional, but yeah, they ultimately dig deeper into their relationship, I think is, yeah, it's a wonderful characteristic.
Yeah. Last question about Outlander before we keep moving. What is one quality of Jamie that you're gonna miss and that you've taken into your personal life?
Oh, that I'm going to miss and taken into my personal life. I mean, I've taken his outfit. I've taken his boots. I'm literally staring at them. They're in the corner of my study right here. But I don't know. I liked his actually liked his humor. And I wouldn't say that I've been able to incorporate that, but I liked his humor. There were times when we got to see a lighter side to him. I feel like in some ways, as he got older, there was a lot more pressure on him, a lot more responsibility, maybe. But yeah, I like those times when we sort of see him be a bit silly. That was fun.
Okay. Okay. And let's tie Outlander back to your cocktail book. So if you could pair each one of your co-stars to a cocktail, Katrina, Sophie, Richard, to a cocktail from your book, which one would it be?
Oh, wow. Katrina, she's a spicy margarita fan. It's pretty simple. I wouldn't say basic, but it's a damn good cocktail. But I'm gonna give her a spicy mezcal margarita. Let's mix it up a little bit. Um, Sophie loves champagne, so I would give her the Bat Sam cocktail. It's basically a champagne cocktail, really simple. I first had it in Las Vegas when I was playing Batman in the live show. And Richard loves a Negroni. So let's give him the Spagliato. As you said before, it's a mistake, that he put sparkling wine or prosecco in it,
Mhm.
but it's a it's a great cocktail. So yeah, those are their those are their signature serves.
I saw on your social media, like I guess now it was like a year or two ago, that you and the Outlander cast went to a Taylor Swift The Eras tour in Scotland. What cocktail do you think Taylor Swift would be, since you're a Swiftie?
What would she be? Oh wow. That's so hard. I really like it. Um, God. Okay. Well, we've been talking about classics. You've really put me on the spot here. I'm trying to think. With I'm gonna go with actually it's another tequila cocktail. I'm gonna go with a Tommy's margarita because it's fun, it's straight up serve. It's made by Julio Bermo. He has an amazing cocktail bar in San Francisco. Um it's tequila, lime, and agave syrup. So she's a healthy girl. She likes to have fun. It's a very delicious drink, but we're gonna make it a royale, so we're gonna add champagne to it. So it's a celebration as well. So a margarita, Tommy's Margarita Royale.
Oh, I love it. I love that with Royale, you just add champagne. I love it.